Greg Tepper with Dave Campbell's Texas Football on TexasFootball.com. Here for Texas Football Today at the THSCA Coaching School and Convention with the head coach of the Colleyville Heritage Panthers. It's Coach Joe Willis? Willis?
Well, a lot of people say Lewis.
Coach Joe Lewis.
But it's Willis, yeah.
Coach, appreciate you taking a little bit of time to talk some Panther football. Are you guys are going to field a team this year?
Yeah, we are actually going to have a team, and a pretty good team.
Okay.
We feel really good about the work that's been done there. So we're going to go ahead and play. And we decided to go ahead and build our schedule.
Oh, that's nice.
As a test.
Sure.
And so we open up with Aledo.
Just
a leader.
Just see how it goes. What are you going to learn in week one? I mean, I think that's a great place to start is at the start. You're playing the defending champs. I mean, let's be honest, you're playing the big bully in the block. What is it about that game that has you excited?
Well, I tell you, it's a great test for our kids. And, when you go into a season, especially that first game, you want to find out where you're at. Mm-hmm. And you want to find out, just how good your offseason was, just how good of a job you did in the spring in preparing kids to play. And for us, Aledo is a litmus test. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. We know that they're going to be good, and we know that they have a standard that we want to achieve. So for us, that's a great opportunity to go see where we're at.
Do you get the feeling that your kids understand the opportunity they have, that they're just saying, hey, we can take these guys down?
No question. We actually talk about our schedule in the spring. Mm-hmm. We have certain weeks in the spring we prepare, for certain opponents. And, of course, we spend a lot of time talking about Aledo. Mm-hmm. And, again, that has great credit to them that they've won, 6 out of the last 8 state championships, I believe it is. Mm-hmm. And so, for our kids to be able to see that, hey, this is the standard that we're working for. This is the reason why you get up early in the morning and go to work. It's great motivation for them.
Well, and it prepares you for a brutal district. It prepares you for a schedule that is – every week you guys are going to have a war on your hands, and I imagine that might as well start off quick because you're going to have to be good all year long.
No doubt, it allows you to identify some weaknesses as well. Everybody's going to be fired up that week one, regardless of who you play. But you get a chance to go in and see exactly where the holes in your team are. You get a chance to kind of solidify some competition. With us. Everyone wants to talk about the competition at quarterback. I mean, we're going to get an opportunity, to go out and see who can perform. It's about production. And when you play a good opponent, your production is going to get tested.
So you might have a quarterback this year?
We're going to have a quarterback. We actually have 5 guys that can play quarterback. We'll have the young man that played on the JV last year will actually probably start in the secondary at safety. Mm-hmm. And then we have 4 other guys that will be competing at that spot.
When you look across your roster, I've been asking a lot of coaches this, what are you going to hang your hat on? What is the spot on your roster that you say, we're really going to be solid here?
Yeah, I'll tell you, the thing that as I look at our team and I look in the offseason, the work that was done, the thing that I'm most impressed with and the thing that I feel like will be our strength is our defensive front. Our defensive line, we're returning several kids there. Thomas Chapman is going to be a standout for us, and he's going to be a senior and a great leader. Deuce Nisbet is going to be the inside linebacker. Michael Young is coming back, played quite a bit at linebacker and running back last year. We've got some really good players in that defensive front. So really excited about our front 7. We've got a lot of young kids in the secondary we've got to develop. And again, we're going to get tested early, and we know that. So give us a chance to find out where we're at there. Our offensive line is bringing several kids back, and they've done a great job in the offseason. So, that culture of running the football and playing defense is a pretty big piece in what we do. So if we can do that, we feel like we can compete against anybody.
I feel like you might have a weapon on the outside too, maybe 1 or 2.
Our receiver, I tell them all the time, look, we're going to throw the ball to guys that catch the ball. Yeah. So, if we're catching the ball, we're going to throw it a lot. Yeah. If we're not catching the ball, though, we're going to run the ball. So, I always, when we're in practice, if we drop a ball, I'll yell for the tight ends. It's time to get the tight ends on the field. Let's run the ball. But I think our guys are going to be pretty good. Kevon Ahmad has had a great offseason. Mm-hmm. And to me, he's one of the most dynamic players in the state. He had over 1,200 yards receiving as a sophomore in a very good district, very competitive district. Was injured last year for most of the season, really, and throughout the playoffs. Came back and has worked incredibly hard to put himself in a position to kind of showcase his ability, and I think he's going to have a breakout season.
All right, and now we're going to ruin a perfectly good interview by having you spin the wheel of questions. There are good questions. And no, you can't look at these. Hugh Standifer's over here saying, I had to do that, honey. I had to do that. You don't get to read them. You just got to spin it.
No, I had to follow Hugh. I had to follow the guy with a lot of polish.
I know. Give this thing a spin. There's nothing that dangerous on here, I don't think. Matt, there's nothing really in anything that dangerous, right? Let's see where this lands. Perfect. What is your hidden talent? What is something that you do particularly well that people may be surprised to know?
There is absolutely nothing that I have that is a hidden talent. I can say that maybe it's singing, but no one's ever heard me sing, so I'm not going to go out on a limb. I'm not singing today, I'll tell you that. But no, I have no hidden talents.
Max,
I'm talentless.
Max, do we have any music?
We don't have any music.
Okay.
It would not.
But you know what? I would believe it. These are dulcet tones. He's got the voice for radio. I think he could do it.
Yeah. If this coaching thing doesn't work out, you want to get into broadcasting?
Well, I guarantee you that at some point I'm going to be looking for another job. I don't know when that is. But coaching, you can only play so long, you only coach so long, So that's at some point I will enter a new, it may be radio.
Hey, well, if you need a broadcasting gig, I know some people.
Absolutely, I appreciate the offer.
Joe Willis, Colleyville Heritage. Appreciate your time, my friend.
Yeah. Take care.